Well, you might see the laptop assembled together, but don't worry, it still doesn't work. We had some testings done yesterday, and let me show you on the VCC board repair Facebook group. I posted my YouTube video and with the initial investigations, and I had a lot of people replying. And had a lot of conversation with David Lecomte. He advised to check various things. I'm gonna post also the videos that I've put here. We came to the conclusion that actually the CPU is starting on, and the next step would be to speak with the BIOS, but there's something weird there because it doesn't happen anything. So if you wanna see the whole discussion, just follow this group and search for this post. So I'm gonna post further the tests we did yesterday, proving that the CPU is coming on, and then I'm gonna resume with the video from today when we try to rewrite the BIOS file. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the investigation and just watch it till the end. Thanks. Okay, so here we go again. I'm gonna power it on. David asked for some stuff. Notice what happens when I connect it. So I just connected the power supply, right? And you see it's staying at 93, and after a few minutes it's gonna go down. Let me first open the questions I had. Oh, let's do it from the phone actually. Alright, so let's go. Facebook, phone repair, post. Alright, so this is my post. So we continue with David's questions. So he says that I should measure PM, DSW, power good, sleep, SUS, these three, so 4, 5, Jesus Christ, 5. Alright, so let's, I'm gonna move the board under the microscope, yeah, because it's gonna be easier. Let's look on the schematic and search for PM, search. So we have PM underscore DSW underscore power good. See the, yeah, okay, this one, search. Good, so we should have it around here. Let me do like this. Good. So let's see where it is. It is somewhere here. Let's put the voltmeter in voltage mode and let's go. I'm kind of in a hurry, so I don't make a long video. I would like to post this on Facebook. Okay, so it says it's the one under this resistor here. Yeah, we have 3.45. 345, yeah. This one right here. Power good. Good. Next one. Let's see. Next one, PM sleep SUS L. Let's search for it. PM SLP SUS L. Okay, this one. And this one, where can we find it? under the CPU if I need to flip the board here. Okay, so flipping the board should be... No, I can't reach it there. I can't reach it there because it has the support from the CPU. What is this? Okay, I think we have it here on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's the fourth. This one. 1. I don't know if that's one. This is a plastic thingy. 3, 4. Is it this one? Maybe. So this is nothing here, nothing. Here, nothing. Here, nothing. I might be wrong. Oh no, it's not that one. Let's look on the other side. On the other side, what do we have? We have some resistor here, so we can measure that one for sure. Alright, let's see where it is. We have a pad here. No, we don't have a pad. But it goes to a couple of resistors here. So... okay. We have 2 big caps, right? And on top of those big caps there's a resistor, this one. And we're interested in which side? The right side. Okay, so we have 3.3, that line. Not good. Well, it's good. Then it's the RSM reset line. Search PM underscore RSM RST low line. Okay, let's see. Where is it? And I need to get used to this. Yeah, so on the other side, where we have the CPU, oh my god, I moved the connection, so it's restarted. No problem. Well, on the other side, so we have some crap, small one. The phone is restarting now. And it should be here. We have 2.8. So this is the reset low line, right? 2.8. You see there, good. And then, what else? Ah, you didn't see it. Or you did? Yeah, so I was measuring this one right here. That pad. PM power button low. PM. PM power button low. Alright. We're on the CPU side now. Let's see if we have an option here. Like no. Yeah, we have a resistor. So it should be, this is a pull-up by the 3v3s5 line, as far as I can understand from the schematic. Okay, let's see, so it should be around here somewhere. I have crap. Okay, There's the two caps. Then we have 1, 2, 3 resistors. 1, 2, 3 resistors, and it's the fourth one. So let's see. Caps 1, 2, 3, fourth one. So this one is 3.43. Yeah, the power button. And on the other side is 3.3. 3.4. Alright, that's interesting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and yeah, I measured the correct one. And then let's see what David says. PM bat low. So PM bat low. Alright, let's see again around here. Okay, so it is, we have the two caps, one, and this is the one, and this is 3.23. yeah, so David, all of your readings are there. Yeah, unfortunately I've seen somebody sharing a link with the PM sleep. Okay, let's measure the PM sleep as for low, and then maybe we take out the oscilloscope. PM SLP S4 low. Okay, where is it? Oh la la. Okay, so it should be somewhere as for low. So we have the RAM, and then we have the three thingies. Yeah, and it's there. So PM sleep as for low is which one? This one. So S for low is not there, it's missing. If S for low is missing, I'm gonna disconnect the power supply, connect it back, yeah, and see if it appears. Yeah, so S4 PM sleep S4 is present. Look at the power consumption there. Okay, and it went down, so the sleep S4 low went down, and indeed it went down to 31 milliamps. Okay, maybe we're getting somewhere. Alright, so I have the oscilloscope running in roll mode, and I have it connected to two lines. One line, let's see, the channel one, so the yellow one is all sys power good, right? So this is all sys power good, the yellow one, and the blue one is the sleep S4, right? So now I'm connecting the MagSafe. You can look here at the PSU 2, we're gonna see the power consumption. So now we see 5 milliamps from the MagSafe, and connect it in 3, 2, 1 now. It's blimping again, so this is it. And now it will remain like this at 31 milliamps. It's not gonna try to do anything. So this is the behavior for all sys power good and PM sleep S4. Alright, so I have 4 channels connected now. Channel 1, which is yellow, the top one, is CPU VCCST power good. The second one, the light blue, is CPU VR enable. The third one, the magenta, is CPU VR power good R, and the last one is PLT reset L, right? So I'm powering now the board in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so that's how it looks like. Okay, so here we are next day. So yesterday, after our measurements, the short videos before this one, we have concluded that the CPU is actually alive and it turns on, and the next step for it would be to communicate with the BIOS, but apparently it just shuts off. That means that it's either bad RAM or there is a miscommunication between the CPU and BIOS due to a board flex and crack or something like that, or a bad component, or it can just be corrupted BIOS or a defective BIOS chip. So I took a few measurements yesterday for these low value resistors on the SPI lines, and it all went well. Now I think the easiest thing to do is to actually try to read the BIOS and write a new one and test it again, but before that I would really like to test if there is any sort of communication on the clock line of the BIOS, and let me bring back the screen. So we look here in the amazing software of Paul Daniels. I'm gonna check if there is any sign of communication on the clock line, if there is any kind of data, and then we're gonna try on the MOSI line and on the MISO line. So we should see something during the first boot sequence. So I'm gonna start with the clock line, right, and then let's see where we have that that line. Alright, so we have there, I have already measured the resistors, so that's why you see a bit of scratches over there. So let's start, as I said, with the MOSI. No, with the clock we start, right? So we have a pad here for the clock line, right there. I'm gonna keep it there. It's a bit difficult to do this with one hand. But again, I'm gonna switch it to the microscope and to the oscilloscope view. So I have it set here, and I'm gonna connect the MagSafe in 3, 2, 1. Right, MagSafe connected. I'm gonna try to grab a single shot here. Yeah, so we see signs of activity there. So there is something on the clock line. Good. I'm gonna disconnect the power supply, right? And next we're gonna go to the MOSI line. MOSI, we have, let me see, we have a test pad right up here. Good, so connected the MagSafe. You see already communication there. I'm gonna try to grab another single shot, right? So that is the mousy line that we see there. Right, so we are getting something on the mousy line, and let's jump to the miso line. The miso line, we have a pad right around here. Right, so I'm now on it. Connect the power. Yeah, so we see also communication there. Let's grab a single shot. Cool. So there it is. There is my miso communication. Good. So now we know that there is some kind of we don't know exactly who is talking, what it's saying, but we know there is some activity on these lines and they are not pulled to ground or something like that. So I think the next thing will be to actually try to remove the BIOS chip and try to read it, and eventually write another one. I'm gonna pause the video now and I'm gonna look for some programmer. I think I have one somewhere, and let's see if I can make it work, because I haven't used it in ages. Alright, so I found a programmer. I'm gonna remove the oscilloscope from here because we don't need it anymore. Okay, 1 second, let me clean this a bit. Alright, so this is the programmer I'm gonna use. It's on some clone. I don't know, I had issues with it, with the software and compatibility on Windows 11, but eventually it has worked. But now let's try to remove the BIOS. And see, I think it requires a lot of temp to be removed. I'm not sure, I'm gonna try with 400 first and see how it goes. I am going to watch the balls on the sides, if they melt. I'm gonna make a mark here where the first pin is. It seems to take a lot of heat. These are not melting. No, I need to give it more temp. For 20, 70. So it starts to melt here. Cool. We're off. Okay, so here is our pin number 1. Alright, so let's see, I have some sort of an adapter here. I don't know if we can fit this one. Maybe. Without shorting it out. It's a bit difficult because this is very wide. I think I'm gonna use some Captain tape. Let me see where I have some. If I can never find it. It's here. Okay, I need another tip on my blade. These are surgical blades number 11. Very good. Alright, so let's see. Let's see what we can accomplish here. I couldn't see, of course. I was too far out. Alright, so we have isolated the ground, so it will not touch the pads on my adapter. Let's see if I can somehow put it in a board holder. Yeah, it's perfect like that. And let's put some fresh solder on it. I'm gonna use some very low melt, like 138 solder here, just to be able to solder it faster. Let's try to get some even lines. Okay, so I think we're good. And let me lower the temperature. Okay, and let's see if we can solder this down. Fuck. I think we're good. Let's clean this a bit. I hope the tape didn't move and produce a short. Alright. So let's see what we have now. So I think this one should be like this. Right, good. Let's see what the programmer says. What kind of memory is this one? I don't know. MX25L something, MX25L. How does it work? And I don't know anything about BIOSes. Let me see. Next I see something like that. Yeah, is this one. And it is MX25L 64, MX25L. Oh. 64, MX25L 6473. I don't know. 64. This is the only one that I have with 64. Let's try to do a read. Ah, so it reads something. Computer froze. Alright, so I hope this is what we need. I'm gonna save this one. Let me do here new folder. A1466. Okay, and I'm gonna save it as original. All right. How do I search in this one? I don't know if I can. Okay, let me see, because David Lecomte, a very nice guy, has a YouTube channel. I'm gonna provide his data in the comment section. This is all the advice came from him, so he sent me a BIOS file. Let me download it and prepare it, and we'll resume. Okay, so I've got a file. So this original is the original one that I've copied over from the programmer. This is a copy of it that I'm gonna work on, and I'm gonna edit this one and find the serial number, and this is the copy of the file that David sent. It's gonna be new, and yeah, on this one I'm gonna put a serial. So let's open. Do I have some text editor? I'll open. Not very familiar with this. Yeah, so I'm gonna open my original and gonna search for SSN. Okay. Okay, so I think this is the serial number here. This part. Okay, let me check the back cover and see is it the same. Is something C1MS and ending in OD or QD? Yeah, it's correct. Good, so this is my serial number. Okay, let's open now the new one, the new bin. Search for SSN. Okay, again and again. Okay, so this is the original. This is the serial number from the BIOS file that David sent. So I'm gonna replace it. Does it work like this? So I'm gonna replace this thing with this thing. Replace all. One occurrence. Alright. I'm gonna save it. So this is the new bin. Cool. Okay, now we get back to our programmer. We did a new bin dot back. I don't know why. Let me check again. So file open new bin. Control F. SSN. Search all. Yeah, so it has the correct one. Good. Alright, so let's write this new one. MXIC. I'm gonna erase this one first. Erase. Good. Now if we read it, it should be blank. Yeah, so it's all FFs. Good. Now we're gonna load the new bin. Okay, and we're gonna write this one. Is it prog? I think prog is right. Yes. And it's currently writing it. Right chip, okay. Maybe verify. Good, all good. So I think we can go back to our programmer. Yeah, I'm gonna disconnect it from the PC. And let's put the board in the holder. Okay, and let's try to remove it and place it back on the MacBook board. Good. Let's remove the captain tape. Alright. I'm gonna remove the solder, and because it's a very low melt, and we'll replace it with 183 on the board. Otherwise this one might crack or something. Yeah, we're cool. Gonna leave this aside for now. And let's handle the board first. I'm gonna use here 183. It's actually like 6040 solder, leaded solder. Alright, I think we have nice balls there. Oh, shouldn't have done that. It's too much. Alright, let's see. Give me some. I'm gonna use some wick. And try to wick some of it. Okay, we're cool. Let's try to solder it back now. I think it was like this. Alright, I don't like the way it stays. Very good. used way too much flux. Okay, I think it's better. So I'm just gonna try to power it on without anything connected. So I wanna see what the power behavior is. Let me see if this still works. Okay, so that's connected. We can see the power supply there. Let's see what it's doing. Well, this looks a bit different, so it doesn't go back to 30. And the CPU is warm, so I think we have success. I'm gonna put the board back. I think it's missing also the SSD. Maybe that's why it's doing something weird. So let me disconnect it and put it back in the case maybe. Okay, good, so we have everything assembled together. Battery is not connected yet. I'm gonna connect the power supply and let's see what's going on. Let me open the screen. Okay, and connect the supply in 3, 2, 1. I'm getting no fan spin. Interesting, so I don't think it works. Does the power button do anything? It did something, so I pressed the power button and now we're back to our 31 milliamps. That is annoying. Pressing the power button again, jumps to 400 and comes back 400. So this is me pressing the power button. Now that is proper bad. Let me disconnect the SSD. felt the CPU like warm. When I tested previously, I was happy that it's probably waiting for some memory thing, or I don't know. Connect the power again. And it's doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Pressing the power button. Yeah, see me pressing it. Look at the power supply. And I was so certain that it will work, because before it was like taking 95 milliamps, and now after I put it back, it's back to the issue I previously had. No fan spin, nothing. Not even a blimp. Can it be the RAM? Maybe. I don't know, maybe the CPU was warm because I heated the board. This is frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna stop now and investigate what's going on.